Romance is one of the greatest genres that, whenever done right, hits right in the feels. A popular topic everyone likes to talk about is when a popular rich guy falls in love with an unpopular girl, while a female lead is a loner or simply not popular among others but somehow gets noticed by a popular guy. Here are top 15 Thai Lakorns where popular rich guy falls for an unpopular girl. Number 1. F4 Thailand Boys Over Flowers. Goria is a low-class girl accepted into a prestigious university attended by the wealthy. The school is ruled by an elite cliché known as the F4, consisting of 4 rich, handsome and spoiled boys. Goria is the only one that stands up to their bullying ways, leaving all the boys in awe, especially Thyme, the group's leader. Almost instantly smitten by Goria, Thyme romantically pursues her, but she has no interest in him because of first impressions. She then falls for his best friend Ren, but Ren is in love with his childhood love. In all the chaos of school, Goria can't help but find herself falling for Thyme because of his generosity to her and her family and his change of character. This series is much different from all the other versions. You will feel that you are watching a whole new series even though it's a remake. It talks and takes bullying and other problems more seriously. The actors seem to be cast perfectly for their roles. Bright, played by Thyme, is scary and Ren is gentle but reserved. Actress Goria is incredibly talented and can portray her character well. Number 2. Full House. Om is a writer who got swindled out of a house during her trip to Korea. She finds out that her house was sold to Mike and in an attempt to get her possessions back, she enters a contract marriage with Mike for 1 year. Though she lost everything, Om remains optimistic and takes things in stride. What started out as a business relationship between the two becomes personal as they start to care for each other. This is a rich boy poor girl story as in most of Asian dramas, but the lead couple prevented it from being boring. The two leads sold this simple story with their cute chemistry and beautiful visuals. They were too adorable and cute, especially with their bickering and cute fights. Number 3. Oh My Boss. When Noomnin finally lands a solid job, she decides to have a fun night out with her friend to celebrate. At the bar, she meets a handsome stranger and spends a lovely night with him. However, that stranger turns out to be her new boss. Luckily for her, the handsome CEO doesn't seem to remember her, or does he? When he makes Noomnin his personal assistant, she finds herself wondering whether he is interested in her or just this flirtatious with everyone. One of the best romantic comedy Lakorns of 2021. A well-written and a well-acted drama brimming with chemistry and good characters. Luke is definitely a charming actor. If you're looking for something cute, then I definitely would recommend you this one. Number 4. Cubic. The father of Ruthainak is in debt with a man called Ling Langser, who is a well-known member of the Hong Kong Mafia. As the ugly duckling of the family, Ruthainak is a very intelligent student but cannot compare with her sister's beautiful looks. Ling Langser decides to accept her sister as a payback for the high debts of her family. But when the day comes to pay the debt, the girl's father decides to run away with his eldest daughter. As a result of this, Ruthainak is captured by Ling Langser's men and brought to his mansion. Cubic is not your usual crime-action romance. It is a story about romance between a high school girl with an IQ of a genius and a cold and calculative mafia boss. There are many shootings, killings, and people running and hiding in this Lakorn. The props are poorly done, but if you can look past that, the story is quite addictive. Number 5. You Are My Destiny. Pavut is the successor to a large company. Vanida is a secretary in a law firm. They both go on the same cruise, with Pavut planning to propose to Kai, his girlfriend, and Vanida planning on losing her virginity to her boyfriend. However, Vanita ended up taking a cold medicine which made her drowsy and accidentally went to Pavut's hotel room while he was drugged. They spent the night together. 3 months later, Vanita finds out that she is pregnant. This is the only remake of Fated to Love You that I can rewatch. They even changed a bit of a story and it was too good. This Thai remake has its own twist in it and it was delightful, happy, funny and beautiful to watch. Number 6. I Wanna Be Sup'Tar. Wan Neung dreams of becoming a superstar but her parents object. They want her to study abroad. Vin Pakon is a famous actor who withdrew from the entertainment world after some sensitive clips involving his former manager, Wan Wan, were released. Vin lives abroad for 5 years before returning to Thailand and buying Wan Neung's house. Meanwhile, Wan Neung is homeless. She lurks around the house that now belongs to Vin. When a journalist follows Vin's home, he tells her to stay if she can handle the reporter. She succeeds and slowly Vin transforms from fastidious and irritable to friendly. He even guides Wan Nguyen's acting career so that one day she may become a star. Number 7. My Secret Bride. Suam is a mischievous girl who grew up in the slums. She develops a crush on Dhanuruth, a good cop, the first time she meets him due to his good looks and kindness. Suam is asked to become a spy for the police by an undercover deputy commander named Tuan. Her mission is to spy and gather evidence on an influential criminal named Siaha. Suam gets involved with Dhanuruth again when he misunderstands that she is ex-mistress who is his cousin's fiancée. He hires Suam to be his fake wife to keep her away from A. Tuan believes this is the perfect opportunity to spy on Dhanuruth, so Suam accepts his offer. She moves into his house pretending to be his wife because he needs her to follow his orders while she must spy into him. Number 8. The Prince Who Turns Into a Frog. Kin, the CEO of a large hotel chain, is the stereotypical heir, spoiled, cold-hearted and ruthless. He meets Lukpat, a schemer and somewhat of a gold digger, who accidentally runs him over. This car accident causes Kin to lose his memory. He becomes kind-hearted and loving. Just as love is in the air, Kin's family comes looking for him, desperate for his return to his original home. More accidents follow. Kin loses his memories of Lukpat and returns to his original spoiled self. Although Kin returns to thinking of Lukpat as a lying schemer, a surprising new love gradually blossoms. Number 9. Oops, Mr. Superstar Hit on Me. 40-year-old Ton Narubeth is a top star dubbed the Breath of Asia. He is also Cake's mom's favorite leading man. So when Cake gets a job as an effects makeup artist working on his set, Cake's mom asks her daughter to get her his autograph. But how does Cake go from getting an autograph for her mom to waking up the next morning in bed with her mom's idol? Number 10. Mia Archeep. The Plan is a business that turns women into perfect ladies for a man, which is managed by Mr. Robert. He calls these women the ideal wife. Kolada is from a middle-class family who became a perfect and educated lady by the Plan. She was considered to be a great product from the company. Mr. Robert thinks she is perfect for Kasidit and tries to invite him for this service many times. Kasidit starts to think of this as a fun game, so he accepts it and meets Kolada. It's no longer a game for him when he falls in love with her, but he doesn't know if she truly likes him or if it's a setup by the Plan. Number 11. Neung Nai Suang. Poom, a beautiful girl with no parents, meets Neung at a party. Neung is a handsome son of a former renowned diplomat that just came back from studying overseas. Every girl wants to get to know him, but after the first glance, Neung falls in love with Poom straight away. He has forgotten that he knew her before. On the other hand, Poom deeply remembers that Neung used to bully her when they were young, so she really doesn't like him. But when they have to dance together at the party, Poom runs away. This makes Neung angry and embarrassed, so he keeps picking fights with her non-stop. Number 12. Secret Garden. An arrogant and eccentric CEO and a poor and humble stunt woman swap bodies after a strange sequence of events. Number 13. Ong Dao. The story revolves around Karakot falling for Ong Dao, his adoptive sister, while hating her at first for inheriting part of his father's asset, which he can only get back under the condition that he marries her. Number 14. Once Upon a Time in My Heart. Fasai is heartbroken after her ex-boyfriend cheated on her. Yet he still has the nerve to ask her to take him back. So, to avoid him, Fasai's friend took her on a trip to Japan. While she was there, Fasai was held at gunpoint by a Hong Kong mafia named Daniel Wong. The man was shot and needed a place to stay that night, so he ordered Fasai to take him to her hotel room. And that's how their story began. Number 15. Rak Rae. Ramin was the secretary of the ambassador in Vienna and met Vayun, a scholarship student studying the language. Because of his rich and successful background, he was taught that every woman that came into his life was just after his money. He thought Vayun was one of those women as well, so he starts to court her. Vayun falls for him sincerely later on. He has feelings for her too, and they end up sleeping together. Vayun later finds out that she is pregnant and goes to tell him, but he tells her to get an abortion. His aunt proposes to give her money and not to bother her nephew anymore. Upset and heartbroken, Vayun is about to get an abortion but has a dream about little girl calling her mom, so she decided to keep the baby. She continues to go to school pregnant, but her best friend Nicolas helps her through her classes and pregnancy. Nicolas secretly has feelings for Vayun too. Which of these Lakorn you found interesting? Please let us know in the comments down below. Please be sure to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.